How to respond to hi on Bumble.
How you do this stuff?
Something you have to remember, it's just a fact of life, is that women will get more matches than men. Guys are swiping right on women at a much higher rate than girls are swiping right on men. So the point I'm getting at is that woman that you're talking to might be inundated with so many matches.
That's a lot, right?
So it literally could take her so much time to go through, personalize every single one, come up with a really interesting question or anything like that. And that's why she might just opt to send hi. So the point is not to be all sad about it and sit around thinking about how unfair life is that girls don't have to put in effort. Instead, let's learn about what to do when she does send you that hi opener.
What do you want me to do?
It almost kind of defeats the purpose of Bumble in the first place, putting the power in the hands of the ladies, because most of them are starting the conversation in such a boring and dull way. But I do have to comment on the fact that I feel like a lot of guys complaining about this are giving off that nice guy energy, talking about how online dating is so hard for them and they have to personalize their openers, but the girls don't. Get over it, stop being a little bitch, and let's talk about what you can actually do instead of getting a little bit angry that you got that hi opener. And like, fuck, some people aren't even getting openers or any messages, so the fact that you have girls messaging anything, sweet. And once you watch this video, you know exactly what to do and stop getting all sad that you're getting hi as an opener. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Steve from dudehack.com, and I'm an online dating coach for men, and at dudehack.com we help men drastically improve their online dating life. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and consider subscribing. But this one today is all about Bumble and how to reply to the infamous hi opener.
Let's begin, shall we?
Now look, before we do get into that, it does seem pretty clear that Bumble itself is recognizing this as a bit of a problem. Recently, they introduced a new feature which basically allows Bumble itself to come up with the opener for women and automatically send them to every man. This is because it is listening and it is noticing that a lot of people are getting quite upset about this. And its unique selling point of having ladies start the conversation isn't really unique at all. But this doesn't mean that we get all sad and sorry for ourselves about this. It just means that this is a part of online dating, a part of life, and it's something that we need to learn to deal with. So simply put, when it comes to responding to hi as an opener or any variation of this fairly boring opener, like, hey, how are you? Anything like that, I suggest that you totally take the reins, almost kind of ignore what they've said, and treat it as a fresh opener, just like you would on Tinder or Hinge. Look, personally, I think if you are taking the reins like this, it's just you being a man. It's a very masculine thing to kind of lead the way, especially when it comes to conversations, especially with online dating. So you can simply just ignore her opener. Go ahead and start your own and treat it as if you are the one leading the conversation. To be honest, even if she asks you a question like, how are you? I personally think just ignore that and go ahead and start your own conversation. If you don't on Bumble, a situation I've seen arise so many times is where the girl is kind of leading the conversation, i.e. being a little bit more of the masculine one. And then the guy is just answering and saying like, what about you? As men, that is not how you have an effective conversation. You need to be the one taking the lead and guiding the way. You don't want to have this ping pong back and forth where it's just you saying, and you, what about you? You need to be the interesting one. Otherwise, she's just going to get bored of you because some other guy eventually will be. If you're unsure how to actually even start the conversation so it does get really interested replies, or just how to have good conversations in the first place, then I highly suggest you check out Hook Her Heart down below in the description, which is Dude Hacks, a video course teaching guys how to have better profiles, send better openers, have better conversations, and get way more dates. So if that's something that you want, definitely check out Hook Her Heart down in the description below. We also have a bit of a special introductory price offer going at the moment, so check that out before that runs out. But if you feel like it's your profile that needs some help, or you're not even sure where you're going wrong, you can take our free quiz down below, which will take you through a bunch of questions and allow you to even upload your online dating profiles. And myself and the team at Dude Hack will assess those, give you some personalized feedback, and give you some actionable steps that you can take to start getting more matches later today. The quiz is free and the link is down in the description as well. But guys, if I could urge you to do one thing, is to man up, stop complaining about these hi openers. I hear it too much. It's giving off this nice guy energy. If you're interested in what a nice guy even is and how to avoid being one, I did just complete a video on that. This is the last thing you want to be in life, but especially in online dating. And if you've enjoyed today's video, go ahead and press that thumbs up button down below, consider subscribing, and until next time guys, I'll see you later.